Hey, it's the lunatic from the woods here, out here in the middle of the trees, having a good time. I think it might rain soon. Nice cloudy 50-degree day, not freezing cold, not too bad. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. This is the lunatic from the woods. I'm going to talk about isolation and silence. I mean, it was around when, like, the virus was running rampant. I think it was, like, 2021. And I'm sure it wasn't me. You know, with all that stuff that was going on that was having fallouts with families and stuff over, you know what, political nonsense. And even if you don't take a view, you know, even if you don't take a side one way or the other, you're considered, like, the enemy. Which, like, I really, you know, I was into my spirituality. I was doing all this spiritual stuff and doing all these spiritual practices. And you'll notice that everything kind of merges into the same thing when you get on those practices for long enough. It all just looks like the same thing to me. Everybody's just doing the same shit. But anyway, like, what started to happen was, like, you know, I had a lot of falling outs and people really weren't talking to me. I didn't really go into, like, complete silence. But I took vows of silence where I would only really talk when I had to. And keep it, like, minimal. And then I would do, like, a lot of meditation and everything, and work was slow. You know, because it was around when the virus was running rampant. So work was really slow. So I'd maybe talk to one person a day. And I remember, like, my daughter, the one day, I think it was a couple weeks, and, like, I just didn't have any contact with anybody. And my daughter said something, and I was like, whoa. And then I start to notice that, like, my jawline even felt weird because I wasn't talking at all. And it gets, like, really weird. Like, you become, like, more aware. Like, everything just gets, like, really, really quiet. And you become more aware. Like, I noticed, like, I could hear, like, frequencies now that other people can't hear. I'm like, what is that? What is that, like, buzzing? And the one time I heard my wife's phone, and she's like, what do you have, like, supersonic hearing or something? But yeah, you'll pick up on a lot more. All those little subtle things, like even in the dreams, like, my dreams got really vivid, and I would talk about my dreams, and it would be, like, you know, very in detailed and everything, because all the meditation and everything and all the just being silent. And then also what it does is it, like, I notice, like, a lot of people, like, they'll say a couple things and they'll try to trigger an emotion out of you, because they'll always get that emotion. It's just kind of like this cookie cutter thing that people do to each other. And you'll sit there and you'll think about it, and you'll just kind of look at them, and they'll be, like, so confused by that. They'll be like, why didn't that work? Why didn't, you know, they're supposed to get all pissed off, they're supposed to do this, they're supposed to do that, like, why didn't that work? So yeah, it trains your mind to try to kind of, like, take a step back. Also, if you have, like, a rambling mind, like, if your thoughts are just all over the place and you're completely stressed out and you're completely exhausted and everything, you take a vow of silence, and it'll calm all that down. Like, all that shit will calm down. And then it gets, like, even weirder. Like, I kind of went into, you kind of notice that, like, you know, it's not, like, everybody wants to push something out on, like, the one person. Oh, well, it's that one person doing it to me. And I never said that. I was like, it's bigger. It's like, it's everybody. It's just everybody becoming indoctrinated. Like there is no like one person anymore. It's an energy that you could feel like the energy flowing in, you know, a certain way and certain patterns. Like you don't label it as like one person. Oh, well, it's that one person, you know, doing it to me. You kind of like, and a lot of this comes from like silence. You just start to realize all this stuff. Your mind gets calmer. You know, everything slows down. You start to look at things more and you figure things out, and you can just tell, like, your mind's not all over the place. Your mind's not distracting you from the way that things really are. So yeah, this is the Lunatic from the Woods. Check out those journals. I ordered a couple of the copies. I'm starting to journal again. I like it. It's fun. It'll train that mind and everything. It'll keep you motivated if you want to stay on your goals and stuff. I'm kind of using it for that. But yeah, and then check out my shop too. I got a little shop. This is the Lunatic from the Woods. Like, comment, subscribe. I love all you guys. You guys have a blessed day. Take care.